So I started getting into tech YouTube content and Twitch content and whatever lately, and fell down a rabbit hole after following this one guy, Theo, who was a developer at Twitch and now makes content on YouTube talking about different web development type things or just development in general. Anyways, he made a video called I ranked all 142 HTML elements. And so I'm going to play a small snippet just explaining this, and that also gives credit to the person who made the tier list thing for him. I will link this video in the description. Give it a watch. Give his other stuff a watch too. He's really interesting stuff.
HTML, it's pretty great. We use it all of the time. It has a ton of different elements that we can mount in our applications. But how good are these elements? Let's rank every HTML element. This should be fun. Huge shout out to Probably Embed, Netties on Twitter for making this tier list for me because I did not want to put the effort in. But now we can actually use it to compare all these elements in silly ways.
All right. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm not going to go back and forth like comparing what he said. One thing I'm going to be different than from what he did and what the original, because he added one in, I think, to be goofy at the bottom. That's not part of like the letter grading. But I'm going to add one. I should probably have this up just in case I can't remember what these some of these elements are because I'm dummy. So I'm going to add F. I never understood why tier lists start at the top with yellow, red down to green. I feel like it should be the opposite way around where it's like, oh, the good colors at the top and the bad's at the bottom. I don't know. I'm just using this template that someone made and I greatly appreciate. So a quick background of my skill set. I have been doing web development for about 10 years. That's all I really need to know. So without further ado, let's rank a bajillion things. Marquee. I'm so glad Marquee is on this list. So block quote. I'm gonna leave this up because you can just literally just type in the element name there. It makes it easier. Indicate that enclosed text is an extended quotation, usually rendered visually by indentation. I think I don't want to do this. Well, it's got some styling to it. Yeah, so it just indents everything. There's nothing really truly special. Like if you had this block and that, I guess, but I'll give it C. H3. I think H3 is just fine. I think H3 is still useful because like H1 is like the most important heading and H2 is like your subheading. So like I feel like after H3, it's like, I think H1 through 6 are still important, or 3, 4, 5, and 6 are still important, but I think they're less important. I'll still give that a solid C. HR, which is the horizontal rule. Yeah, horizontal rule. I was right. Don't know why I doubted myself. It just draws a line. This example is just styled fancier. If I took out this style here on the HR line, it's just a line. Simple. B tier. Crushing it. I'm not gonna say S tier. I don't think it's that great, but you remember using horizontal rules a lot. They still have their purpose, I think. Data. What is data? My brain like an idiot. It given piece of content with machine readable. Is it for like accessibility? Like what's the machine readable, but what is it for? So I'm gonna give it a D for data. Sup. That's superscript. I think that's should be used more. I don't know. Superscript's kind of neat. SVG. I think it's A. SVG. I used to hate SVGs, and I thought they were really stupid. That was my thought last week. No, it was very noob developer brain, like just starting programming out of college brain. And I thought it was kind of dumb. I'm like, why we got images? Why do we need SVG? And then I'm like, wait, SVGs make way more sense than like JPEGs, and PNGs are fine. But like SVGs can scale and they look great on all sizes and whatever. A lot more flexibility with it. So yeah, we'll give it an A tier. T foot, that is the table footer. Table to foot. Yeah, table footer. It's fine, I guess. Progress bar. It's an indicator bar. And which is cool, don't get me wrong. But like The fact that it has to have a max, well, it doesn't have to have a max. The max is 1, and you can give it a decimal instead. But it's like this being a string and it having like, why not just feed it a value of like a percent, like value equals 70% or value equals 0.7. I mean, you guys can do like 0.7, pass it along that, but it's just like, it's still weird. Progress, we'll give that a, keep giving all the C tier. HTML, that's automatic S. I mean, without that, you can't have anything else. You gotta have that in there. Important. H4, figure. Ooh, I actually do like figure element. I think people hate on it. I don't know why. Especially with like you can use it with a caption. It's like it's perfect. Use it. Figures are nice. Yes, P tier. Not A. Cite. That's the weird like citation one. That's D. Strong. Now, strong importance element. A lot of you are probably thinking, why not just use B? And you're probably right. But like the difference between strong and B is like strong is like giving more semantics of like, holy shit, this is really important. Use this thing. Like warnings. Warnings use strong. I know like on our sites we use strong tags for when something's like really important. It's just the problem is that most browsers just render it bold. Don't they both do the same thing? Well, not exactly. That's what it says there, not exactly. It's just like in your code saying, hey, this element, this text, whatever, is indicating that it should have strong importance. So I think it does not deserve the hate that it, I wouldn't say hate that it gets. I think people get confused about it. So I'm going to give it a B tier. Like it is, give B the B tier. There you go. Object. Oh yeah, this is the weird, like you can import like a PDF. I think that's stupid and we're going to give that F. Maybe I'm just using it wrong, but I think it's stupid. Table body. Put that on C, but next to T-foot. Opt group. Now this one's neat. I think it should be used more if you have like a list of things that want to break out groups. You have option groups. I think option groups are cool. They should be used more. Let's give it a B. Strike through. It's whatever. H1. We'll give it a B. I don't think it's like deserving of HTML greatness or SVG. Figure caption. They're optional. You don't need to have a figure caption, but like, we'll do B. Because when it is used, I think it can be used great. Code I think just gives you the mono. It's fine. Sub. I'm only putting sub in D tier for the memes. I think subscript is just okay. I just want to do sub and sub for the meme. It's really stupid, but I think it's funny as hell. Picture. Now, why not just do an image, you would say? Well, believe you me, you can put different source elements and then I can swap out. I think it's handy. I'm just putting all, not all, but a lot of table stuff's going to be in C tier just because I don't really give a shit that much about tables. They're just fine. I know tables were used a lot and still are used, a decent amount. I think they have their importance, but I think there are maybe potentially better ways to do things without always having to use a table. I don't know. Option, that'll go along with B tier. It is nice to have drop downs. Options, you need to have an option. H2, that will go also. EM, emphasis. EM is very similar to strong, where it's like, this is supposed to mark text that needs to be emphasized, but most browsers render it using italics. And it's like, you have I, why not use I? Semantic meaning. That's pretty much what this. But I'm gonna knock it down to D because it's like I would lean towards using I because it's like I don't. Strong is spelled out, M is not. But it's like if it's spelled out emphasize or emphasis, I would give it a C. I would mark it along with the or no, I would put up in C because I put strong up there. WBR. I think it's like word break. Yeah, word break opportunity or line break opportunity. Position with text where the browser may optionally break a line, though its line breaking rules will not other. That's dumb. There's probably a legitimate reason for it, but I think it's dumb. Source goes along with option, but yeah, we'll pair them up with B tier. EH, more table stuff. Select. We all know what select is. Head, very important. A tier. H5, I mean, H5 is fine. So we got H1, H2 in B tier, H3 in C tier, 4 and 5 in D tier. 6 will probably go. We're 6. We're just going to do that now. It's also going to go in D tier. It's one of those things where it's like it starts getting a little wonky. Maybe actually, 3 and 4 can go. These up. Those will get out of whack really easily. I don't pay attention, but we're going to put them all there like that because that looks cool. 1 and 2 are very, that is what it is. Unordered lists. If that's going up on D tier. U underline, same thing. It's fine. Math. Why is there math? Math ML. Math markup link. U. It's like that late. It's like, what's that one? Oh, I always want to say Thed. It's T head. It's table header. Like I said, table steps are just fine. Text area. Text areas are weird. Is it darkest? Because like this shit. Why? I mean, I understand, but also why? Link. Links are important. B tier. Let's see. Oh, ordered list. Where did I put unordered? I put in C. I can also. KBD, keyboard. Keyboard input element. Ban of line text. I mean, if you don't style it like this, it looks lame. Like, I don't know. But I think when styled properly, I think KBD is great. So that's going up to B. Area. Areas with SVG, Image maps. Yo, I remember messing with those. I was getting A tier. A for area. No. I remember the very first class I ever took that was programming related was a HTML class in high school. So image map areas are, I think they're mildly underrated. I don't know. I've only used it like once. I've used it once in that class. I'm like, it's a pain in the ass because you have to draw the coordinates yourself. But it's some pretty cool shit. Canvas. Canvas is great. More people should be using Canvas. There goes A tier. Other details. Like that sounds familiar. Oh, I look at it. Details disclosure. Disclosure widget. Oh my god. I wish we used this instead of an accordion. I feel like you could use this as an accordion type thing. Like with like an animation. Man, that's baller as hell. Put that in a B tier. I've never used it, but goddamn, that sounds cool as hell. Meta tag. Let's go with the A tier. A group. What's a group? H group. HTML element represents a heading, related content, groups a single H tag with the pair. It's probably useful as. That's the problem. Is like half of these ones sound cool as hell, but you gotta also pair it with some styling. If it did that naturally, it'd be dope as shit. Standard paragraph mark. Marked or highlighted. Does it need styling? No. Oh shit. That's kind of baller. B tier. Audio. Classic audio tag. I don't know why some people hate them. We'll put it in no script. I get it, but it's so stupid to use. Button. Nothing special. Oh no, that's all getting jacked up. Dialogue. Is that what I think? Dialogue. Dialogue. Tab on text must not be used on the. Oh shit. That's kind of dumb. I don't like that. D for dialogue. Style. I'm sorry. Get out of here. Use regular CSS. I hate style tags. They stress me out. Main. I think main, section, all of those semantic ones do not deserve the hate. Dominant content of a body of a document. It's better than using just a plain old div. Pre. That is pre-formatted text element. Which that is so weird. HTML represents pre-formatted text which to be represented exactly as written in the HTML file. That's weird. Like it. Q. Quote? Inline quotation. Is it? No. Get out of here. Where did I put block quote? I put it in C tier. I think that might get bumped down to up here. There we go. Image. Classic tag image. Script. Well, we need those. Those are very important. Data list. I can go up and. I've been very like middle of the road. I need to be harsher. Summary that was next. Summary caption legend for data. Where'd I put details? So I put details up in B tier. I guess that makes sense. Title. Yeah. Nav. Navigation. By navigation. Oh. Nav tags are super. Yes. Absolutely yes. A tag goes into B. S tag. What is S? Just. No, not source. S. Strike through. Track. Track is for audio, right? Bed text track. Used for. Oh, for subtitles. Okay, interesting. Caption. What's regular caption? It's for tables. So that's gonna go with the rest of the table shit in. I don't want to do it like this. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Field set. Oh. Like a radio set. HTML elements use several web form. I mean, probably useful. Slot. Web components. I don't know how to use web components, so I'm put that in D tier. Because that is my own knowledge. That's on me. It's not probably as useful as hell. I've never used it, so I can't really give it a fair shake. Body, I mean, you got it. Okay, we're gonna jump to Marquee. We're putting Marquee at S tier because Marquee was the greatest. Freaking Marquee was so classic. The fact that they've deprecated it, most browsers still render it fine. but classic text just scrolling across. Ugh, love it. So pissed that they got rid of Marquee. Like every freaking browser supports Marquee, and then they say, "Hey, don't use it anymore." It's the dumbest thing, honestly. Body, pretty important. Section. Where did I put main section? I love section. Standalone section document doesn't have more specific. There's all these semantic elements. It's like main, header, footer. Have I gotten to those yet? No. Section's pretty baller. ABBR. Abbreviation? Why? Does it need special styling? Yeah. Nope. Right into trash. Small. So small. So tiny. Side comments and small. It's like on the... Yeah, we're going to put that in C tier. Video. Yeah, it's fine. Column. Form is pretty handy. Template. What is template? Another web component thing? Content template. I don't remember what that is. Mechanism for holding HTML does not be rendered immediately when the trade. Ooh. I don't think I've ever used that. Yeah, sure. Neat. Never used it. Article. Is that what I think that is? Article. Self-contained composition. Interesting. Palpable. That's a fun word. C tier. Bold. That E. I think strong is better. Samp. Is that sample? Yep. Sample. Output, which just uses mono space font. So no. Embed into external element. It's like a generic whatever. It's fine. Column group. Let's see. Input. Input is super handy. Center. That just literally just centers the damn thing. Yeah, centered text. Never should have got rid of it. Same thing with marquee. Center S tier. Or we'll do like this. The top of the top. Marquee. Footer. Whatever. Divs. Divs are divs. Breaks. Fans kind of need them. Iframe. Yeah, I just think iframes are weird. Table. Labels. Oh, there's header right there. That'll go. I'll go B. Last but not least, I'll say label is really handy when you have like an input. It's like a label 4. So handy. Give that a. I put a lot in B and a lot of C. I feel like I probably put more in A, but it is what it is. So that is the list. If you agree or disagree, take the tier quiz for yourself. You could just do without the F tier. I just said F tier because I wanted to make it a little more spicy. But that's all I got.